you guys, and welcome back to another video on my channel. First and foremost, I would just like you guys to all take a second to read my shirt. It says I am a first generation college student and I am very proud. So today this video is coming to you from someone that doesn't have parents that went to fancy universities, and I sure don't get straight A's, but I do have some tips on how to improve your grades and how to better yourself in the process. For my first tip, which I feel is the most important, is a planner. A planner, because if your life is not organized, then like how can you be successful? Like some of the most successful people are organized. I'm pretty sure they're all organized in some type of way. Planner. Even if it's not a planner, it can be like a sheet that you keep things on. You can have your syllabus the first thing in your binder, so you know when assignments is and due dates. It doesn't necessarily have to be a planner, but for me personally, I would prefer a planner. So I know that writing in a planner every day can be hard, trust me, but I feel as if like what I do is I kind of jazz it up a little. So for this semester, because I know it's going to be hard because it's my last semester, I jazzed it up. This is for the upcoming week, so it's pretty empty. So I jazzed it up. I'm going to start using like stickers and stuff in my planners to kind of just motivate me to use it more. But like this was a busy week. And I can make a video on how to do your planner, how to plan, stuff like that. So let me know in the comments if that'd be a video you guys would be interested in. So the planner I have is this Happy Planner. And I think it was like $30 at Target. This is the big one. I think the smaller ones are probably like $15. But the big one is actually really nice. And it has like each day. And then it has like plans for the weekend, but like I can write other stuff in that spot. Don't forget, upcoming tests, doodles. Sometimes it has quotes. So it's really helpful and really useful. It doesn't just have like dates and stuff. It has like motivational quotes and stuff to get you more engaged in your life and thinking about that. So I would definitely recommend a planner. Tip number 2 would be study groups. I can't stress enough how important study groups are. Especially in upper level classes. It's really important to have a good solid foundation of friends who you can go to if you miss a day, if you don't really understand the work or what's going on in class. It's really important to have a few friends that you can go to. I'm not talking about like they have to be your besties, but it has to be a group of students that you can go to, you can talk to, and you know that they won't have a problem giving you information, because like everyone can get an A in the class. So I'm pretty sure there should be no problem why someone wouldn't want to send you something or help you out if you have a question, if they can. So creating those study groups, those friend groups, especially in upper level classes, is like the meat to success, because like it's better to have 5 brains going at it than 1 and you're stuck and you can't ask any questions because you don't have anyone to ask questions to. So by having those friends can really help you in succeeding. So study groups is another big one. Number 3 would be note taking. Sometimes a lot of students feel as if they don't need to take notes, or if they just listen they'll be fine, and I feel as if there is a lot of students that can just remember stuff and they do well and they breeze by. But I know like once you get to college, you're going to have to take notes. You're going to have to listen. You're going to actually have to pay attention. So it's good to practice those study habits now and making sure when you're taking your notes, you're also reciting your notes. So you're not just taking notes to take them. You're going back, you're looking at your notes, you're writing questions in the margins, you're writing a summary, you're really interacting with your notes. So you're not just listening to a lecture, writing down your notes and never looking at them again, because it won't do you much. So I'm an AVID. AVID is advanced via individual determination. It's kind of like a college prep ready class, and what we do is we take Cornell notes. So pretty much we have a topic. So this topic was on the brain, my essential question is like a question like, what's overall, what do you want to get out of these notes or this lesson? What's the main concept? And then you have the juice, the meat. Then you have your questions on the side, a column for your questions. And then you have a summary. And that's answering that initial question or just summarizing anything that was in the text that is important that you should know. So this is a Cornell note format. And yeah, this is how I do my notes. If you want to see a video on how I do my notes, I would definitely love to give you that. I do highlight, you know, and kind of bold and marker headings or top ideas and stuff like that. So yes, this is how I do my notes. Tip number 4 would be time management. Time management. So senior year for me has been crazy. And time management has really been a big part of my success and being able to handle everything and not feel too overwhelmed, even though I am. But overall, time management. So making sure that you put your most important work, assignments, assessments first, make sure you're getting that out the way, and then you're kind of weaving those small ones in. So I would just say, like, don't overwhelm yourself by, here's where the planner comes in handy, you know, write out an assessment, write, like, oh, you have an assessment due, you know, next Wednesday, you can write that the previous Wednesday, so you know, oh, okay, now I have a week to get this assessment done. And you're kind of planning out when you have to do things, and, you know, like, so you're not rushing last minute and you're cramming and you're doing everything like within like an hour, and you're not really internalizing it and really learning and performing your best work when you're cramming for things. So making sure you write down when you have assessments, and then finding the time, like, okay, so if it's just like Friday, I get out of school at 2, and then it's like Friday I have to work from like 10 to 5. So like, would I just want to get it done Friday, or should I get it done after work on Saturday? So making sure that you're taking the time to actually sit down and think about when you're going to do your assignments, which ones are your top priority, and then making sure you're adding some time for yourself, you know, whether if that's watching a movie, taking a nice bath, and just, you know, whatever you do to relax, make sure you're relaxing. And if you haven't checked out my last video, you can go ahead and do that, because that's all on self-care and relaxing. And that's definitely really important for your mental health, to be relaxing and taking a break as well from everything. Tip 5 is going to be building connections with your teachers. This kind of goes into making study groups and building connections with your friends, but at the end of the day, your teacher is the one giving you the grade. Your teacher is the one finalizing, and it's kind of not determining your success, but it's kind of like, if you're on that edge of an 89.9 and a 90, and it's just like, if you're going in, you're putting in the work, you have a good relationship with your teacher, you're always nice, you're always there on time, you're most likely going to get that, you know, 0.01%, and they're going to knock you to an A. But if you know you're not really engaged, you're kind of falling back, you talk back, you're probably not going to get the round. Like, even if it is 0.01, you're probably not. So building those relationships, and that way, like, you can ask questions, you can kind of joke around here and there with your teacher, and it's all fun, it's all respect, and they know that, like, if you do happen to say, you know, like a little joke or something, they're not going to take it to the heart, because they know that you're a really good person. Or if you're having a really bad day, they can come up and check on you, like, hey, like, you're off today, like, what's going on, is there anything I can do to help? So it's really good to create those strong relationships with your teacher off the bat, so that in the long run it'll pay off. So like, if you need extra help with an assignment, or if you did really poorly on an assignment and retake your assignment, that they would let you do that. So I feel as if that's another big one, is building those strong relationships with your teachers. Like, that is like key, because they're literally putting in your grades. So now, number 6, I mean, if you're not doing number 6, then like, what are you doing when you go to school? Like, why are you there? Number 6 is just pay attention. Like, it's simple. By engaging, not being on your phone, not talking to your friends in class, like, by engaging, asking questions, it just helps you internalize things better and perform better. You're sitting up, you have your notes out, you have your notes out, you're taking your notes, you're looking, you're engaging, you're asking questions, then you have a better chance of remembering things. So I feel as if paying attention from the start is key. Absolutely. If you're coming to class, you're paying attention, you're trying, that's already improvement. Because there's a lot of kids who just come to school to come, but if you're actually there wanting to learn, you're engaged, it's going to show your teacher so much. Because some kids just don't care. Because in high school, you take classes you don't want to take. You can pick a few, but like most of the time you're
in a class. Like, why do I need this to graduate? Like, why do I need this to graduate?
Like, why am I in here? You have attitude already. So it's just like learning to accept that you need this to graduate, you need to suck it up, you need to get it done, pay attention, pass, get good grades. It'll just change your whole motive. Like, okay, I guess I do need this to graduate. Like, just remember this now. Like, so what if I won't need it 20 years? I just need this now so I can get an A and be done. Like, that's kind of like how you have to think of it. So overall, the 7 tips again were just planner, study groups, taking notes, managing your time, building connections with your teachers, and then just paying attention. Like, that's how you have to start this off. Like, just pay attention. So yeah, that is all I have for this video. I tried to keep it short and sweet. Thank you guys for coming out and watching this video. I do appreciate it. Please smash that like button, and if you want to see note or planner video, please let me know, because I would be more than happy to record one for you guys. So once again, I am a first-generation college student, so this is coming to you from someone who doesn't come from a fancy background. So thank you guys for watching, and peace.